Hamish Andy driving you home, thanking Foxtel. Haven't had one of these for a while, Ham, but I think we're due. It's a chance for everybody to get out their checkbooks, invest. Of course, apparently the stock market's bouncing back in the last few days.
Who knows?
We've seen
People
Packer
saying-
jumping in. We've seen Murdoch having interest in things.
Who knows?
Maybe they're both listening.
There's one piece of investing advice that's always held true, and it's not bricks and mortar. It's invest with Horgs.
Yeah, invest with him, not against him. Part of.
Money, money, money. Do you want some money? Horgs Inventions.
Please invest.
Horgs, are you there?
You forgot about the please invest, but don't worry.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
all
we
right.
were just waiting for you to do it.
And you
Well, I
did
did it.
Yeah, sorry, I talked over it, Horgs. I know you did it. I talked over it. It's my bad. Now, can we move on?
Yep.
Good.
Horgs, everyone's very excited. You haven't had an invention for a week or two. We're still waiting on the prototype of the shoes that run on water. We do have to do that test.
Yeah. You're obviously worried because you know it's going to work.
Well, maybe.
Well, I'm not worried, mate. I mean, we're in at the ground level. I mean, if these shoes do work...
Well, you're not in the ground level, mate. You didn't invest.
Well, how much have you invested?
Well,
Aren't we
haven't.
Aren't we making the
Well, nothing
prototype?
yet.
Yeah. Well,
the door to the ground level hasn't even been opened.
I'm not sure if there's even a house built to warrant a ground level.
We've got some holes dug in the ground and a few foundations pegged out, but we haven't even started building
Not
yet.
what we're talking about today. Horgs, a new invention, of course, on the proviso that everybody listening, 13 10 60, call up. Yes, you're entitled to a question, but call up if you want to invest your money.
Preliminary check, Horgs. Does today's invention involve a website? And if so, have you already Googled it to see if someone's bought it ahead of you?
No, it doesn't.
Good.
And can we just warn the investors early that if they don't ring up and invest, they can't reap the benefits?
Yep, that's probably what happens
So
with investors.
the share offer, as it were, is only open for the next couple of minutes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Go for it, Horgs.
Swap and go. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's done well over the years.
Yes, with the gas.
Gas bottle.
If you're replacing your gas bottle from the Barbie, instead of having to stay and get it filled up, you just put your empty one down,
Swap it, go it.
swap and go, and take a full one.
Because before that invention came out, everyone, was hanging around the petrol station for 10, 15. Just, it was annoying. So it's just swap and go, really good, right?
Yep.
So what I'm doing is swap and drive, right? You rock up with your car. One of the most annoying things in a day or in a week is filling up petrol. I think you'd agree with me.
Joking. Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So rock up with your car. It's there ready for you, straight off. Don't have to pay.
You swap cars every time you fill up.
Yeah.
Horgs,
Right.
what about luggage, baby seats, the fact that it's your car?
Yeah, it's obviously not for everyone, but who it is for, right? We've got two options as well. The investors can decide if they want.
Yep.
One option is we buy a hell of a lot of cars. Like, we'll probably have to buy a few thou.
A few thousand cars.
And just have them posted at different.
Horgs, that's going to cost like $30 million.
So it's a bit of a heavily big investment, yeah.
And they're cheaper cars, right? And we put like a blue stripe on them or something so we know they're our cars,
Yep.
right? So people buy them. We'll sell them for $10,000 a pop.
Yep.
And then so they can just come in, we've got heaps of, warehouses around the joint. They just come in, swap cars, go out, no waiting for petrol.
Yeah,
We would have to have a car swap service at every petrol station, otherwise it's less convenient than petrol.
Yes, no, that's what we'll do. We'll do it at a petrol station.
Jeez,
Right?
seems like a hell of a lot.
Wow.
The phones have gone nuts. I've got a heap of questions. I feel like we should address them straight after the song. James, what are your thoughts?
How you going, guys?
Yeah,
Good,
great.
James.
Okay.
Perfect. This is unreal for uni students that can't afford the maintenance of their car.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So you obviously run-of-the-mill maintenance, you wouldn't have to pay for it, I understand, Horgs. Is that what James is saying? You just have an insurance if you had a bad bingle. Is that what we're thinking, Horgs?
That's it. And for all those parents that want to give their children crappy cars for their birthday, well, stuff it. They can just give them a membership to the Horgs Car Swap and Go.
Yeah. Horgo.
Yeah, and the average petrol would, say if it's $50 to fill up your car, it's now $60, but your insurance is covered, everything.
That's how it
Makes
works.
sense.
All right, James. Bearing in mind, James is a uni student. He probably can't invest. What he's investing in is
He's giving you his endorsement, Horgs.
Yeah.
And
Thanks,
there's
James.
no kerfuffle about helmets.
Yep, true.
You don't have to wear a helmet?
No,
Yeah,
because
just like the bike.
the bike situation at the moment, there's
Yep.
swap and go bikes. Hey, James, do you drive at the moment, mate?
I do.
What if you swapped your current car for one that was a bit worse?
Fine, because you can't get much worse than mine.
It's basically the Flintstones car.
Good on you, James.
But the exciting thing about that is,
Yeah.
you swap with one a bit worse, but guess what the next one is after that? Probably a bit better.
It's not a game. It's not an excitement game. It's not a game of luck. Horgs, what I would recommend to answer Hamish's question there, if we are still going with this theory, is everyone that goes in there or gets dropped off gets filled up with petrol and cleaned a little bit. So
Yeah,
it's
it's a
very
nice car.
It's very rare that you are jumping in one that's dirty.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Just same as the swap and go. I think they just
they polish up the bottles.
paint it. They paint it sometimes.
They sometimes paint them. Yeah,
John, you've got a question for Horgs?
Yes, I actually got two questions.
Okay, fire away.
Yeah, I've got first one. It's all about safety, right? First thing is about, are you going to feel the huge cost of to reservice a car every single time someone different drives it? And secondly, because they can damage your car in a different way. Secondly, how are you going to sort of insurances for different people?
Insurance and repairs to the cars, Horgs. What if someone brings
And
a
the
car in
servicing
that's
as well.
dinged?
It's obviously one car returner, you have to service before you give to the next person. How do you know it's going to be safe for the next person's drive?
Okay. So, John, what John's saying, Horgs, let's start with the first question. How do we know that it's safe for the next person's drive if someone's dropped off the car?
Well, the kind of both questions form one question, because what we're going to do is have a really good relationship with the real insurance company.
Yep.
Right?
It's good that you know that in advance.
Yep.
It's good we've locked that down.
So we'll be covered for that.
There you go, John.
There we go, John. Golden bullet.
But so are you thinking, Horgs, just in my mind, are you thinking that there is always a mechanic / cleaner marked there with all the different cars? So one gets dropped off, it gets a quick tune-up, refueled, and then it's ready to go again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, come on, we all know mechanics don't do that much to a service. Like, it's just a very, quick, that's fine.
I hope this isn't the ad. Okay, thanks, John. Paul, just quickly.
A potential problem.
Potential problem, Paul, with the with the invention.
Just want to know, how is he going to track all the traffic infringements?
Traffic infringements, Horgs. What if someone runs a red light in one of these cars that you can't trace the reg? Do you have to fill out a form when you swap the car?
It's just, once again, it's not going to happen that often, and it'll be covered in the extra bucks we make out of petrol.
No, but Paul, what about for licensing? Like if someone could just run red lights all day, it's not about the cost of it. It's about someone breaking the law.
Oh, well, I'm thinking of hiring a car and just robbing a bank.
Yeah. So,
Paul wants to rob a bank with one of your cars, Horgs.
Oh, it's like robbing a bank in a taxi. It's the same thing.
yeah, but they can
They
locate
can
the
trace
taxi
this.
and trace it to a person. What
If
about...
you pay cash, you don't.
No, but I assume you're going to have some records for this business, Horgs. And look, I know we're going long here, but Horgs, he does raise a good point. I would think under motoring laws, no matter what state you're in, there would be some sort of form you have to fill out, like a rental car, that might take... I don't know, roughly as long as filling up.
Well, Horgs...
No, you're wrong. Seriously, I've got in the same situation because I used to drive a company car that was just registered to the company. I got all these speeding fines, and they said either pay $500, the company pays $500, or you yourself can pay fine the person, and they can pay $120.
Okay.
So they just paid $500.
So people, essentially, you're saying to people, get in these cars, speed, run red lights, have the time of your life, it's all built into your membership.
That's going to cost us $500 every time one person does it, Horgs. That's what we're saying. If they're
As investors of this company, I'm giving it to Paul. He's telling me he'll go out and speed now since it's not on his head.
Look, we popping a champagne or what?
Hamish and Andy.